I dedicate the political ideology of Anbu Udayam Party to our Republic of India and my fellow 147 crore citizens. Sembootsei M. Subhash Babu, President, Anbu Udayam Party. In the Democratic Republic of India, with a total population of approximately 147 crore mass people, here Anbu Udhayam is compelled to point out with great sorrow of the inability of the people of the democratic country of these fellow citizens, 98 crore mass people, Indian fellow voters, who constitute 2/3 of the total population, to even properly elect democratically through election as one totally 6,000 their representatives of the people to from candidates list from the each constituency whole country from among themselves, to govern them and run their government. This lack of political knowledge, electoral incapacity of the voters to elect these merely 6,000, that's 6,147 crore as per percentage 0.00040816327, representatives through proper elections, exemplifies a democratic failure of a desert political refugees. Anbu Udayam Kachchi feels deep regret at the helplessness of these 98 crore mass people citizens and the lack of effective political participation from 15 crore fellow citizens and voters, who constitute 1/10 of the population, working servants and their family members within the very government structures in this democratic system. When these 98 crore people, mass voters in this Indian democracy, cannot even properly elect this very small number of scant 6,000 representatives from among their fellow voters, 147 crore mass people, through elections, the president of Anbu Udayam Kachchi is politically, as Democrat, heartbroken, realizing how weak the political position of these mass citizens is, how pathetic the electoral situation is, how worse the state of administrative position of these government servants is, and how utterly deplorable the state of democracy is. In this political situation, no matter how much Anbu Udayam Kachchi President Sembootsei M. Subhash Babu sheds tears of blood it from a democratic perspective in every election, it will not bring any solace to the hearts of our citizens in the democratic country, India. Anbu Udayam Kachchi alone cannot rectify this great democratic political problem. Only if we all unite as fellow citizens and act decisively with that national spirit can we achieve anything in this democracy. Anbu Udayam Kachchi conducts politics simply and approaches elections honestly. Anbu Udayam politics faces the question that how to handle this problem with an honest approach according to democratic principles amidst these anarchies in the country. As the leader of the Anbu Udayam Kachchi Sembootsei M. Subhash Babu, I have created the Anbu Udayam political ideology, the party's objectives, policies, and all the rules of the party organization at the political level as a document called the Anbu Udayam Political Constitution, Charter, Arasiyal Niyama Shasanam. During the Anbu Udayam Kachchi registration process, we have already submitted this 52-page document to the Election Commission of India on March 13, 2013. I believe that only by examining all the letters written by the Anbu Udayam Kachchi to the Election Commission of India from 2009 to the present 2025, and these related files submitted during the party's registration, will you, the Election Commission of India, be able to understand the complete political objective of the Anbu Udayam Kachchi. Furthermore, there is nothing more to elaborate on this here. The Anbu Udayam Kachchi is not just for its members. It is a party for the citizens of a democratic country. It is a political party for all sections of citizens in our democratic nation, the Republic of India, whether the people, they accept it or not. This is a political party that unites those country people under the Anbu Udayam Kachchi and functions like a government at the party level. The Anbu Udayam Kachchi aims to integrate the citizens with the governing administration and enable them to participate in the government. The next stage form of democracy, the Anbu Udayam system of regime, governance. This represents a new dimension and evolution through its politics, in democracy. As a leader with a general concern for the policy stability of this Anbu Udayam politics, this was already decided at the party's inception, with the approval of the General Secretary. At the party level of our office bearers and initial members. That is how the Anbu Udayam Kachchi was formed. This has already been submitted to the Election Commission of India during the registration process of the Anbu Udayam Kachchi. When the Election of India deems that the Anbu Udayam Kachchi's politics necessary for this Indian democratic nation, from that moment onwards, I had decided to launch our second phase politics as a president of the Anbu Udayam Kachchi. I have been waiting until now to implement this. And I am presenting it to the Election Commission of India at this moment. I have been active as a president in the activities of the Anbu Udayam Kachchi. If only the Anbu Udayam Kachchi had the amount of money the Election Commission of India spent on advertising, nota, during the election period would have been sufficient for our Anbu Udayam Kachchi to run the party, engage in politics, contest in elections, and advertise itself party activities, to bring party messages to the people through media in the country for 5-year periods. But now, at the time through the Election Commission of India, the Tamil Nadu General Elections Department, the Chief Electoral Officer, and the Government Secretary of Tamil Nadu St. George Fort, Chennai have sent a show cause notice on the 12th of August 2025 seeking an explanation from the Anbu Udayam Kachchi. In it, they have asked for an explanation as to why the Anbu Udayam Kachchi has not contested elections for the past 6 years. If the President of I, on behalf of Anbu Udayam Kachchi, were to respond to the Election Commission of India administratively in a single line, it could formality perhaps say, the Anbu Udayam Kachchi's economic financial status situation is not good right now, and therefore, it has not contested elections as a party. However, by the Anbu Udayam Kachchi petition filed for registration on May 13, 2013, the day at the Election Commission of India, and registered order on October 23, 2013 is a political party with the Election Commission of India which has never once asked, how are you running the Anbu Udayam Kachchi? After so many days, after so many years. The Election Commission of India is now asking the Anbu Udayam Kachchi for an explanation regarding its non-participation in elections for the past 6 years. That's right. As well, the notice states that party registration is solely for contesting elections, and if this is not done, action will be taken against the party, and it will be published in the media. I don't know if this is some kind of administrative threat. Be that as it may, we have now come to a conclusion regarding this matter. We can now tell you the Election Commission of India that, after the registration of our Anbu Udayam Kachchi, past 12 years, so far, we run our party officially, engaged and conducted in politics in country and contested as candidates in the elections. Our participation and contribution in political and electoral arena, that, the Election Commission of India should now, formally publish the name of the Anbu Udayam Kachchi at this suitable time, through the media to inform in a democratic manner in it the citizens of the Republic of India. Only then will be the people known that what is the actual status in the political affairs of a ruling party, of how worst administrative situation in the democratic country India is due to the ruling parties. And only then will people of India realize that how much difficulty the Anbu Udayam Kachchi faced in the country to conduct politics and to contest as a candidates in election in democracy of India. Although, on behalf of Anbu Udayam Kachchi, the matters mentioned in this letter are not currently administratively necessary for the Election Commission of India. I wish to inform you that the Anbu Udayam Kachchi, which is registered as a political party with the Election Commission of India, has been compelled to democratically submit to just register the party and do the work of conducting the election, to the Election Commission of India the serious and worst political challenges it has faced politically from the ruling party, whose members are representatives elected by the people through elections and whose party is also registered and recognized by the same Election Commission of India. For our Anbu Udayam Kachchi, means to carry out party activities here, means to engage in politics, means to conduct the politics, and means to contest in elections as candidates, or means to confront the political atrocities and administrative anarchy perpetrated by the ruling parties while in Anbu Udayam in the political and electoral arenas, or overcoming these challenges. None of these are not a big deal for us, under the leadership of our Anbu Udayam Kachchi President Sembootsei M. Subhash Babu. However, the biggest challenge for the Anbu Udayam Kachchi here is how to confront in the office files of Anbu Udayam Kachchi dealt with the improper administrative and official irregularities their official duties of the officials perform being departmental officials in the administrative positions within the government structure of these departmental officials, instigated by the ruling party that runs the government, engage in improper administrative practices, irregular official actions, and the mishandling of government files related to the Anbu Udayam Kachchi. In this Republic of India, after facing all these worst events that befell me, and enduring all of them in the political and the electoral arena, and handling everything administratively and officially with such patience, no one other than me, the president of the Anbu Udayam Kachchi Sembootsei M.Subash Babu, could have acted democratically and still continued to behave as a Democrat, nor would anyone else do so. I do not wish to interfere in your electoral duties and functions as secretaries, election officers, chief electoral officers, returning officers, election vigilance wing, election flying squad, election security force, election accounts committee, election observers of the Election Commission of India. Because they know everything, as they witness firsthand everything that happens in the country during election season. So I don't need to mention it separately here. I do not wish to directly criticize your work in the field. When these officials work in the government at the departmental level, they are unable to distinguish between the government and the ruling party. They are incapable of doing so. That is why the citizens of a democratic country are greatly affected by these officials. But even also those officials do not evermore realize that, when we officers come out of our workplaces, we too are among those people. That is why from their working place they behave worsely to their fellow people on the way of their daily lives in this manner. But all I ask you as a fellow citizen is, do you think everything that goes on in the field is right? Do you think the actions of those political parties during the election period also were correct? Answer that according to your conscience. Based on the premise that, generally, party status is only for participating in elections, regarding not contesting elections for the past 6 years. After seeing this notification seeking clarification to the Anbu Udayam Kachchi from the Election Commission of India, already the letters written by the Anbu Udayam Kachchi to the executive head of the country's union government of the President of India, and to the Prime Minister of India, were handled politically. Subsequently, The central government treated it as an administrative action letter and forwarded it to the government of Tamil Nadu. Based on the details of the Anbu Udayam party's letter in that file, the government of Tamil Nadu, without taking any administrative action on its related through department relevant matters, initiated its police operation action through the State Home Police Department, the Gudalur North Police Station where the Anbu Udayam party's head office is located. While the Anbu Udayam has been functioning as a registered political party with the Election Commission of India since October 19, 2013. The police have made fraudulent entries regarding the Anbu Udayam in their 2nd of July 2025 dated investigation report in its department. In this regard, based on my desire to bring to the attention of the Election Commission of India now these unofficial administrative irregularities in this anti-democratic at department level administrative fraudulent entries made like this by the police in their official investigation report with political motives, thereby tarnishing the name and reputation of the Anbu Udayam I am now bringing this matter here. In a democratic country, the Anbu Udayam which is a one of the part at department system levels of the government structure, registered with the Election Commission of India, was granted the administrative order for party registration on October 19, 2013. At the same time the Election Commission of India duly sent this Anbu Udayam party's registration order to I, the Chief Electoral Officer, Tamil Nadu, Chennai, E, the State Election Commissioner, Tamil Nadu, Chennai, E, Political Parties Division, 2, IV, Guard file for inclusion in the government records. Furthermore, as per the order of the concerned state government relating Anbu Udayam the government of Tamil Nadu, it was published in the Tamil Nadu Government Gazette, number 59 Chennai, Saturday, March 15, 2014. It was also sent to the State Election Department. Although all these details regarding the registration of the Anbu Udayam with the state government departments are at departments level administrative in nature, the police, after investigating me based on all grounds regarding this and obtaining a statement from me, recorded in the details about the Anbu Udayam incorrectly, on purposely erroneously and fraudulently, contrary to their administrative procedures, and officially prepared their investigation report their department. Even when the police engage in activities beyond their departmental jurisdiction, they concealed all in details that were in the files of all other administrative departments of government, inserted new false details favorable to themselves into their investigation report, illegally created a new file, and brought it to their departmental level. If this is what it is for, the police wish to bring documents to their departmental level in a manner favorable to the ruling party and to carry out this work in a way that harms its politics of the Anbu Udayam in a democratic country, where the government is run by their people's representatives elected through elections by the citizen as a voters once every 5 years. What can we do if the Anbu Udayam which grew through its honest political activities and will be doing its democratic contribution at the citizen level, from the status of a voter to that of a candidate, is politically crippled administratively by the state governments in the Tamil Nadu Police Department police administrative servants at the union, state, local levels through the creation of like this false entries administratively in their official records. If this police, at the instigation of the ruling party who are elected representatives by fellow people, they act in this manner in Republic country of India against the Anbu Udayam which entered politics democratically through proper administrative procedures of the party, how this can be, citizens trustworthy true democracy? We historically know that before India gained independence, in British India of British imperialism, the British Indian Army, under the command of military officer Reginald Dyer, carried out the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in Amritsar on April 13, 1919, in which hundreds of women and children were massacred in artillery fire. Furthermore, after independence, in our Republic of India, in this 21st century, the police carried out investigation related to the letters written on behalf of the Anbu Udayam to the Honorable President of the Republic of India, Mr. Ramnath Kovind, on March 8, 2018. On April 18, 2018, the Theni District Superintendent of Police, Mr. V. Bhaskaran, in his police investigation report dated July 2, 2019, did not record anything regarding the details in the Anbu Udayam party's two-letter. Instead, he covered up the matter in the Anbu Udayam party's letter and raised doubts in the departmental official files regarding the party registration of the Anbu Udayam that wrote the letter. Furthermore, in the Republic of India, in this 21st century, this anti-democratic political administrative conspiracy perpetrated against the Anbu Udayam by the Tamil Nadu police in support of the ruling party has exposed the cruel governance mindset of the ruling party and the brutal administrative mindset of the police on our Indian politics. How heinous is this anti-democratic administrative atrocity malpractice committed by the Tamil Nadu police against the Anbu Udayam especially when the police have administratively fabricated false documents in their investigation reports at departmental level to demonstrate their loyalty to the ruling party. It has been almost over a century since the Jallianwala Bagh incident in our Indian country. But even now, if the police in our Republic of India after British imperialism, instead of showing its administratively loyalty to our government at their departmental level, try to show personally their political loyalty to the ruling party and engage officially being in the government department position in such political repression, then as an India country's citizen, as a leader of our Anbu Udayam Sembootsei M. Subhash Babu, if I have to face such administrative repression in awfully violation in departmental action our democratic country, India, what can we alone do against this police repression? What can do because of the Anbu Udayam Can this be prevented? Who can prevent this? If someone tries to prevent it, their mantra is that they are preventing government officials departmental level from doing their duty, that is their shield. Similarly, considering the thoughts of the ruling party is the legal opinion of the government, that the ruling party's intentions is the official stance of the government, and misinterpreting it, the politicians of the ruling parties in the government, as the government in the name of being people's representatives, do whatever contrarily to others they please. If that is the case, where is the place for the politics of the Anbu Udayam at the party level democratically in India? In a democratic country, even if a citizen is dissatisfied with the political parties of their country, their activities, and their contributions in governance, and even if the citizens of that country are dissatisfied with the administration of their government, the Anbu Udayam party has entered politics in a subtle way. Its objective is to function as a party that politically empowers in the democracy the citizens in society. Through this, it enables citizens to elevate themselves from the status of voters to that of candidates with the support of their fellow voters. Furthermore, as mentioned above, these officials who are serving in their full service term within the government administrative structure, and by the rulers of the country, the ruling parties and opponent parties who are all thus, their people's representatives elected by their fellow citizens of the voters through elections in once every 5-year periods, have faced all these humiliations, atrocities, anarchy and difficulties caused by them. Even though such extraordinary situations are continuously created by, and even though I, as a citizen of the democratic country, India, although meeting if I am here presenting here now all this to you today in a very civilized and humble manner with patience. It is from a long one this political background that I, as a patriotic citizen, conduct my political activities in our Indian Republic today, and even now. I face it today normally many politically challenging sin and undemocratic manner because of them that ruling party. Our Indian nation gained independence from the British imperialism empire 79 years ago, that's August 15, 1947. After that our India country, we were declared a republic country on January 26, 1950. And now 76 years later, after this both political periods, if I, and citizen of the Indian Republic and the President of the Anbu Udhayam Sembootsei M. Subhash Babu, I have to wage once again now the same political and administrative struggle that was fought for the right of the country and for the right of the people British India before independence August 15, 1947. Struggling now if we have been domestically fighting against the ruling party from 2009 for the last 17 years Anbu Udhayam for the citizens, democratically against elected their representatives of the ruling parties by fellow citizens demanding full implementation of the political rights, political freedom and political protection in provided citizens as per Constitutional Act 1950 in the Republic of Country India January 26, 1950 after independence. Now we feel that as the leader of the Anbu Udhayam should consider how much influence the Anbu Udhayam has gained over the ruling parties. Based on the political policy consistency of the Anbu Udhayam I now present to you what I have in mind. The Constitution of our Indian Republic was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on November 26, 1949, replacing the Government of India Act of 1935 of the British Empire. In it defines and explains the administrative structure of the country, the fundamental rights and duties of the people, and the functions of the government through a written document that outlines the basic rules, principles, and powers of our nation. This reminds us that this is resolution for complete self-rule was declared on January 26, 1950, and from that day onwards, the Constitution of our Indian Republic came into administrative effect came through elections. People who were our citizens elect their representatives through a referendum on 1951 first election in our Republic of India. Everything is in order at the very beginning within the governmental structures. However, when our elected representatives, the rulers in the ruling party, are dishonest, good governance collapses. Along with this, administrative failures also occur due to the misconduct of officials at the departmental levels within the government system. The law and order situation in the state also deteriorates when police officers engage in illegal activities. It is the president of the Anbu Udhayam Sembootsei M. Subash Babu. My opinion, do you differ from that? All these are major reasons for the sufferings of the people in a democratic country. The Anbu Udhayam brings to you the reality of perspective and vision what we are seeing in politics here today with our own eyes. Anyway, in a democracy, in a democratic country, from the social structure there is nothing to complain about our ordinary fellow citizens, civilian, who vote in elections people like us. In such matters, whatever the rulers and representatives are, this should be fixed administratively by those officials, and civilian, at the departmental level. And, I came into politics trusting the officials who may be within the government structure administration, but at the same time, my politics is based on trusting the ordinary people who are public. And that includes these officials also. In government, at every stage and at every level, the officials working in the government departments, including the officials working that for ruling party and that for opposition party, will be all very aware of their administrative positions. Although they are working as officials in departments position in the government, at the same time in a democratic country they are also participating as citizens and voters in society. And so that for each of them will have a personal political view. These officials all are in government services, and are acting in the two position being in society in democratic country. They will act accordingly, that I, as a Democrat, my widely political view about this officials was democratically structured in this way. But, now when I see all these improper things being done by these officials from the departmental level to me, now the political view I have of the officials is being defeated by these officials themselves, that I asked myself. To people like this, what should I do in politics? What can I do politically? Why should I run a party as the leader of the Anbu Udhayam Sembootsei M. Subhash Babu? That I have now come to a conclusion on this questions in mind to me. As for the Anbu Udhayam I have the necessary skills and courage to run the party politically in a democratic manner and contest to participate in the election under my leadership and to face the challenges from fellow party in the government as party leader. But, the Anbu Udhayam Sembootsei M. Subhash Babu, L, and you, the election commission who are conducting the election, know that is the possibilities required to implement this in a proper democratic manner are available in this country. Looking at this election field, looking at the election process here. This is an election conducted by the Election Commission of India, but there are national level two political parties is registered and also recognized by the Election Commission of India, which are the ruling party and the opposition party in the Union Parliament in the central government. And another one in there are also state level two political parties is registered and recognized by the Election Commission of India, which are the ruling party and the opposition party in the state legislative assembly in the state government. And the parties that have their political alliance and or electoral alliance between those two parties directly or indirectly, in the election conducted by the Election Commission of India. Whether they win as a majority or lose as a minority, there are two difference of number, two different numbers of one total, in between these two parties in the election result. In the position of representatives of the people in the government on the basis of the two parties, it is certain to get a seat. Other parties, independents, based on their destiny and others are caught in the fate or their conspiracy. At the national level and state level in the two parties. At the Union Parliament and State Legislative Assembly in the two government, for these two parties, this is happening in each election. As elections for a change of rule in between these two parties in national level and state level in our Indian democracy, country and state level in this party's position in the government in India. Where is the place for the rights of the masses people who are citizens here other than them? Then what do the president of the Anbu Udhayam Sembootsei M. Subhash Babu, what is there to say here about democracy, political rights, election, constitution, citizens voters, etc. Nothing on democracy in country in India. All are written form of constitution about government structure relationship between nation, government and citizens, and it's their right, duty, responsibility provide only in Democratic Republic of India, but not enforced by ruling parties running union government and state government. This is the stage to affect in Republic of India the Anbu Udhayam politics. Anbu Udhayam citizens' own politics.